Good, y'all. Welcome back to the Village and the Skreets. We are the Black Flames. I am Dr. Griffs.
My name is Bam, and welcome back, guys. Welcome back.
How have y'all been? How have you been?
Yeah, I've been pretty good. For context for you guys, like we haven't uploaded in a few weeks, but like maybe you guys might not see that in terms of how we uploaded. But for us, me and Dr. Griffs haven't had a sit down podcast recording in a couple weeks because of just like different life stuff happening. So we're like, trying to shake the rust off of it. But life has been going pretty decently, you know what I'm saying? Like life's been going pretty decently, been like working, been having fun with my Inuyashiki live reactions thanks to my boy's recommendation on an anime. It's so like I do a lot of live reactions on my channel, and so as a live reaction YouTuber when it comes to anime, one of the annoying things is picking up an anime that gets boring, that like starts to slow down, because even in some high octane extreme animes, you'll always have like episodes that are more slow. And so me as a reactor is like, and me and Dr. Griffs were kind of talking about this beforehand, the idea of like being, what's the word? Not transparent, but like real about it, authentic, like being authentic with the reaction. And so some episodes just be like, you just be sitting there like, it's like, and that's not. Say what?
The whole episode's about a side character that is like, what's even got to do with the main. I get what you.
Yeah. Or you go into like one of the inevitable beach episodes, and you're just like, yeah, this doesn't really have much to do with the plot and everything, right? So yeah, but like so far with Inuyashiki, I've been having a good time. And for those of you guys that are into anime as well, let us know in the comment section down below what animes that you guys are checking out, which animes you think are like, that's crazy, because that'd be cool to know. So what's going on with you, brother?
I've been working on a lot of more instrumentals. I'm double downing, whatever, on quality content about quality content. I feel like before I was pretty sporadic with what I would talk about on my channel, but now I want to kind of say I'm doing quality content about quality content, so I make quality content about quality content. And to do that, I think a major element of it is the instrumentals that I make, because I like music. I think music is a good background, so like, you hear the background, some visual stimulation, and I hope I can make a compelling narrative about why whatever it is quality. Yeah. So I've been growing with my making ability. At least I think so.
Yeah, and whatever song is playing in the background is also created by Dr. Griffs as well, so you guys can judge for yourselves. You know what I'm saying? You can judge for yourselves. Have you been keeping up with like any like movies lately? Like, have you been like going to movie theaters or like watching anything on Netflix or anything lately?
So I haven't been going to a movie theater, Any recent movie or new movie that came out that wasn't like a Netflix or Amazon Prime show, I have ways of watching it that are
right. Yeah.
I remember the last time. I think the only time I played a movie was probably like Black Panther.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I actually had a question for you. So would you say you're like an anime reactor?
Yes, I would say that right now my focus is on anime live reactions, and for me, when I feel more comfortable with my fitness and ability to explain fitness concepts to people, I'll add more fitness-based content to my channel. But right now, anime live reactions, some reviews. I do like talking about geek culture, so Marvel movies, what I'm saying? Like, I'll talk about Marvel movies there. Some DC movies. But yeah, mostly anime live reactor.
Okay. So my follow-up question is, what's your, like, off the top of your head, your favorite, like, I guess, scene that you reacted to? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you react to a lot of anime at this point, right?
Yeah. Like scene that I've reacted to on like I made a video about, or just like anything I watched in general.
General.
When it comes to anime, there's a lot of crazy scenes in anime that just be hidden. But yo, there's a show called Gurren Lagann. I think it's also called Gurren Lagann. Some people pronounce it Gurren Lagann, but in the English dub I watched, it's called Gurren Lagann, so that's what I call it. But did you get a chance to watch the show or no?
Well, yeah, I've seen bits of that show. Yeah.
Okay. So it's a pretty old show. So like, I'm gonna get to some spoilers, guys. But this show's been out for like over a decade now, so it's like, gonna get into spoilers. But in Gurren Lagann context, there's this thing called spiral power, which is the ability to tap into your ability to move forward and willpower and evolve. Very like super like main character anime theme, like I'm not giving up kind of energy. But it's basically the idea that spiral power is a manifestation of one's willpower to grow and evolve and become better or reach a better stance in life, right? And so when we're watching the show, spiral power only seemed to be something that was really used by a character named Lord Genome and the main character Simone, and Kamina, his older brother figure, kind of is alluded to having some form of spiral power based on like how he moves through life and everything, right? And so Gurren Lagann gets like really crazy, where they leave from Earth and get into intergalactic space battles with like aliens that want to suppress other species' ability to evolve and grow. And there's this scene where a character named Keaton, like the character with the blonde hair and everything, where they were in this press situation where he had to fly into the depths of this ocean in space. I know it sounded crazy. This ocean in space. He had to fly into the depths of it and to basically take a giant drill, take this giant drill to destroy this core and everything, right? So, all right, about to get a little bit more. So if you haven't watched Gurren Lagann, what I'm going to tell you sounds crazy. So Keaton was in a mech inside a mech that had a giant drill cannon on it, and his job was to fly from the bigger mech with that giant mech inside a mech to fly to that core and basically shoot drill missiles at the core. Okay, so he gets to the core, and the gravitational pressure from the core starts shattering his big mech, right? And everybody in the main ship just sees a blip of like Keaton's ship exploding. So everyone's like, oh no, Keaton, no. Everyone's like, Keaton's dead. Everyone's like, dang, Keaton was our last hope, what we're gonna do. And then someone is like, they see on the radar, like, oh snap, Keaton's moving. And it's Keaton's smaller mech is actually flying with a broken drill that he got from Simone's mech, right? So Simone's mech, his ability is to summon up drills because Simone's a digger, and the drills represent the power of the spiral, right? So Keaton's taking this drill that is broken, that can't spin, and he's just using his mech that should be breaking apart instantly in that core to fly in and pierce it, right? And then people are saying, Keaton, come back, it's too late. And Keaton's like, nah, we good. And then Keaton, he says this line that's like, he's like, this is humanity's soul, this is Simone's soul, this is everybody's soul, but most importantly, this is my soul. And you think the likes of you can destroy this? Don't make me laugh, right? And then we look at Keaton's eyes and we see like, so when you could tell someone has a spiral power is like their eyes kind of look like the Renegon, where they have like spirals in their eyes. And so you see this broken drill fuse with Keaton's mech and just boom, destroys it. And then the anime panel goes to like white, and you know like when they change the character's look where it's like just white and it's like black outlines and everything. And so you just see Keaton start laughing and saying like, oh, so this is the part of the spiral. Not bad. not bad at all, and then gone.
Did he die?
Yeah, he died.
Oh wow! Dang.
He died using the power of the spiral. It was crazy. There's a lot of great scenes in Gurren Lagann or Gurren Lagann. A lot of great scenes, but that scene is the one that really sticks out to me. That I'm like, yo, it really hits. You know, something about, and I think we might have talked about this in another podcast, but something about characters that are willing to give up their life for the people they care about or for a cause. There's something about the giving up your life part that feels like super impactful. I guess maybe because your life is such an important facet, like it's literally arguably your most important facet, and for you to find something more important than that is crazy.
YOLO, as they say, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think for me, well, first off, only in anime could you have a story like that.
Yes. A giant ocean in space, literally in space, where a mech is inside a mech, and they're literally taking a broken drill and shoving it into a core that's supposed to destroy the ocean in space. Yes.
Like, Hollywood can't really make a movie like that.
Yeah. The logic is not logic.
Yeah. But shout out to anime for that medium to be able to make such a fascinating story.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of anime, I think a couple scenes came to mind. One impactful scene. You know, I'm an Itachi fan. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm an Itachi fan. But I could talk about when Itachi reunited with Sasuke the second time after he died, or before he died.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's only fair to talk about the Naruto scene. Pain comes, he wrecks Konoha, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Naruto comes out of nowhere, he comes with the 3 toes,
Facts.
Top of the toe, 2 toes with him.
Facts.
And he looked like he was putting that work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Tsunade Bagette.
He got the new cape, he got the new drip.
Mm-hmm. Tsunade Bagette he saved Tsunade with a Rasengan, one of his basic jutsus, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he fights Pain. All that's fun and dandy. He's strategically taking them out one by one. And, he gets down to the last Pain, and he gets smacked around. I ain't gonna hold you. He gets pinned to the ground.
Yeah. This Pain is the final boss Pain. The final boss Pain.
The final boss Pain. You know what I'm saying? He gets pinned to the ground. He, I guess, gets crucified in a way, right? Is that the right?
Yeah.
And there were 2 parts in this fight that really stood out for me. One, Hinata. Out of all the ninja in the lead, Sakura's right there. Sakura is right there. Everybody, Shikamaru's there. He got a broken leg and everything. Okay.
Yeah, Shikamaru, he got a reason. Also, if he didn't have a reason, he'll find a reason to not have to deal with that.
Exactly. But Hinata, arguably one of the weakest. Well, she's definitely not the strongest in Konoha. I don't even think she's the strongest Hyuga. You know what I'm saying? There's like Jonin and Hyuga in Konoha right now.
Yeah, she's definitely not the strongest Hyuga, but just for the fact that she's a Hyuga clan member, she's kind of top tier when it comes to the average ninja. Because just for the fact she has a Byakugan.
Yeah. Would you say she's stronger than Choji?
Ooh. I can say if there was a match between Choji and Hinata won, it wouldn't be unbelievable.
Okay, fair. He's not out of, like, I guess the 12. Well, there's like Team 10, so there's like 30 of them. So out of like the 30 of them, Hinata's probably midway through.
Yeah, I would say Hinata's like she's either 11, 12, or 10. I don't think she breaks top 10, but she's not like 15. She's not on the other side like that.
She's not 10-10,
No, she's not 10. 10-10's like bottom tier, you know what I'm saying? 10-10 bottom tier. But Hinata, like, to me, it's like that scene, I remember it, right? It's like logically you're like, Hinata, what are you doing? But like when you got love for somebody, you're not necessarily thinking in logic. You're like, yo, my mans needs help, so let me go help. And everyone's like, yo, Hinata, what are you doing? Get back here. It's like, no, my mans needs help. You know, like when you see videos online where it's like a guy's getting into a fight with some other dudes that's bigger than him, and then his girl comes out of nowhere, tries to do an assist. You know, that's how it be.
Or the girl starts to fight with a guy bigger than.
Yeah. It's a little different, but yeah.
So Hinata is putting on, and Naruto's like, yo, he sound like his voice is cracking. He sound like he about to cry. He's like, Hinata, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He said, stop. She's like, because my ninja way, I love you. And Pain was full savage mode. He woke up, chose violence.
Yeah, Pain was like, that's cute. Glad y'all had that moment.
Ooh, he said, damn, that's a beautiful thing. I should write that down. He saw the Bobby Shmurda video. You know how he threw the hat in the air?
Yeah.
Not in the air. She spiraled down. They really
disrespected her with it.
Like, focus on the whole spiral down, hit the floor, and Pain came over there and stabbed her.
She fell on her head too, right? She fell on her head. Sure.
Pain walked over there and stabbed her. He said, dang, Naruto, that kind of sucked, don't it? Now you kind of know Pain. Now you know what? Now you know what I felt. All you see is Naruto just staring. Mm-hmm. His eyes just get wider and turns a full circle. Then he just goes straight 6 tails in the manga. In the anime, he goes 4, then 6. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite scenes in Naruto. And then, after, he beats Pain and everything like that, he's coming back to the village. He trips. Kakashi shows up out of nowhere. Kakashi was just killed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kakashi was flatlined, went to the afterlife, saw his dad, made amends and everything. But as soon as he got back, he went all the way to find Naruto and was there for Naruto when he passed out. So when Naruto comes back to the village and he sees all these people standing there, and he was like,
yeah, because that was the first time Naruto got respect from the whole village.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
What got me tight in that scene is Sakura comes out of nowhere and punches Naruto and gives him a hug. I think that's the whole Hinata moment and everything like that. I'm like, you serious?
That's when you think about it, when you just like hold that phrase right there, that's toxic right there. That's toxic. Let me hit you first after you've been through an intense battle. After you've been through an intense battle and your health bar's probably at it's like, instead of like healing her, isn't she a healer? So the first thought was like, let me punch him and give a hug. Why not heal him? Why not use that healing jutsu you got? See, this is why Sakura the trash. Like, this is why we don't have no respect for Sakura there.
Now I know that's probably the first time Sakura gave Naruto a hug. I understand that. But seriously, this is what we're doing. This is the first. But that whole scene was a beautiful scene. You know what I'm saying? The Hinata scene, beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Naruto finally being appreciated by everybody. That, I think I watched that scene and I was like, yo, I watched it recently. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, that's kind of. I'm in my bag a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because the guy went from an orphan to being respected by everybody. People trying to get his signature, his autograph. That was a beautiful piece. That was the
first time Naruto got that respect from the respect that literally we've been waiting hundreds of episodes for him to get.
Facts.
Yeah, that's true. That was back before Naruto became. I think that was when Naruto was literally on the precipice of transforming into Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was probably one of the last like ninja fights in Naruto. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I think Sasuke versus Itachi was probably the last.
Oh yeah, that was a straight up ninja fight. Like ninjas with magic. That's straight up. That's what it was. Like the illusions, the fact that like, oh, you thought you stabbed me? No, I'm over here actually. Oh wait, no, I'm actually here. Like, it's like that was actual true ninjutsu at his finest right there.
And the chakra level made sense. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They were getting tired after X amount of jutsus, and they're like, yo, they're actually doing a lot, so it makes sense that they're tired. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I know when Itachi brought up Susanoo, like there's so much hype. Like, yo, what is that? He just took a lightning bolt from the sky, and he gets up like, oh, so is this the death you saw? Interesting. What?
Yeah. Wait, how did Orochimaru survive again?
Oh, because there was remnants of Orochimaru and Anko.
Okay. So like Orochimaru out here moving like Venom, like he a symbiote or something.
Yeah, because I think Anko had a curse mark, and they showed it way back in the first season of Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
And then, she was kidnapped by Kabuto and Shippuden and everything like that. She's basically irrelevant, Shippuden, other than getting kidnapped.
Yeah.
And then Itachi fights Sasuke. He brings the whole Orochimaru serpent out of Sasuke. He seals that. One serpent tried to get away, got hit with Amaterasu, it burned. So Orochimaru was dead right there. Mm-hmm. But he had remnants in Anko. That's the only reason why he didn't survive like that.
Yeah, I feel like that's a tough part about shonen anime, is that because we follow the main cast, and the main cast usually represents the target audience, which is like teenagers and stuff. Like characters that are supposed to be like in Naruto's case, like Jonin level, are just bodied. They just get bodied out here, and like you just have characters like Tenten surviving. Like it's just like I don't know. It's like I like the fact that like one of my favorite scenes, or one of my favorite arcs, I guess, in Naruto is the first Let's Get Sasuke Back arc. You know, like where we see like Neji and Kiba and Choji out here like, yo, let's go. And Shino, right? Shino? No, not Shino. Was Shino there? No, Shikamaru.
Neji, Shikamaru, Rock Lee came eventually. Mm-hmm. Choji, Naruto, yeah,
that was like I honestly, in Naruto, I think that was my favorite arc. Because it's like that was back when the fights felt very grounded, and it felt like, oh yeah, like honestly, like I wouldn't have been mad in terms of a story perspective if Neji died during that arc, because like how he died in Shippuden was kind of like a stick, bro.
Of course, I ain't gonna hold you.
Like a whole stick, bro. Like
the hawk thing, and it was like, okay,
yeah, like a whole stick, bro. Like a stick defeated you. Like I would have believed a spider dude with a curse mark ability defeated, because you got damaged pretty bad with it. I love the fact you survived and everything, but
yeah,
if from a story perspective, it would make more sense for Neji have died than at Shippuden. You know what I mean? Like how, like don't die by a stick. Like a stick, like really, a stick is gonna kill you, bro. You know, from a person that can see behind your head, you can see behind you, bro, and a stick kills you.
He's trying to protect Naruto, and he just, that was the best he could do. It did feel kind of forced. It was like Kishimoto was like, yo, someone has to die
to make it feel serious, right?
Yeah, because there's been a whole war arc, all these side characters dying. Madara just killed off like all these people, but no one really died. That's important.
Yeah, no one we know about. Like no one we're gonna like. We would have watched the whole series and be like, oh, nobody died. But but there was like thousands of no-name ninjas, like Johnny Ninja 35, passed away or something.
That paying child support, kept doing all these things, but no one died.
Yeah. Had to be Neji.
Hinata just confessed and everything, that kind of strengthened Naruto's and Hinata relationship. Maybe that's what he said.
Yeah. Which other character do you think could have died that would have been like impactful, but also like, yeah, who other than Neji would be like impactful, but wouldn't like disrupt the flow of the story?
Well, Rock Lee.
Oh yeah, that would hit me too hard.
It's like Naruto's out of chakras, everyone's out of chakras, and Rock Lee is like, I'm gonna give this guy the hands and everything like that. So he has the scene where he's fighting Madara or Obito, but Obito could phase through punches, so Rock Lee's trying to save some time and everything like that, and then he gets got. And then that would make sense for Guy going not 8 tails, opening the 8 gates and everything like that to try to enact revenge for Rock Lee and maybe. And you would, I feel like that would be impactful. That would be some justice for Rock Lee's character, a guy who always said like, my fist will take me the furthest. So he's saying Rock Lee outlasts all these people, but I guess Guy kind of had that similar moment. I think that would have been impactful death. Yeah,
it would have been. Like if it's a scenario in the war where everybody's just like, dang, we've been using so much chakra, we haven't been able to keep track. We're almost out of chakra, and all they have is taijutsu. And Rock Lee's like, I got it. That would have been that would have been hot. That would have been hot. Naruto's like, hold on, wait, I need to build some more chakra. And Kuruma's like, all right, give me a second. I'm working on it. Let me drink some Gatorade. Give me a second. But I have Rock Lee be like, I'll hold it down. That would be cool. That would have been cool. Damn.
Like, because all Madara does is drain jutsu and everything like that. Like, similar to how he said, when they were like, only taijutsu will work on him, and Guy just smiled. Like, something like that for Rock Lee.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
That would have been cool, man. That would have been cool. But, yeah, man. Trying to think of... what scene? What scene is a great scene? When Pikachu finally became friends with Ash in the first episode. Was it the first episode? And like Pikachu kind of jumps and saved Ash from the different Sparrow. I think it was probably the second or third episode. Yeah, second or third episode. Pikachu becomes friends and trusts Ash and saves Ash's life from the Sparrow because Ash was like, I'm gonna protect you, Pikachu, even though you've been like a booty hole to me this whole time. I'm gonna protect you. And Pikachu was like, I guess, but you're still not gonna put me in a Pokeball though. I'll ride on your shoulder though. I'll ride on your shoulder.
You went to the OG theme.
Yeah.
Double that down. The first Pokemon movie. You see that?
With Mewtwo?
Yeah, you already know Mewtwo. If you're gonna bring out Pokemon, you can't talk about when Mewtwo and Mew is fighting.
Yeah.
And all the Pokemon are out of chakra. So you see Pikachu smacking each other, Charizard doing a punch. I think someone did a people's elbow. I think I saw a rock bottom in there.
This guy's crazy.
And Ash is like, oh, this is inhumane. They're hitting each other. They're fighting each other. Whereas, you send a lightning bolt at everybody. You send a flamethrower.
Focus punch.
Oh, no. How can you do this? This is punch.
There's literally a move in Pokemon called Extreme Combat. It's called Extreme Combat. They're just like...
Hitmonlee does that? Like Hitmonlee type...
Mm-hmm.
Hitmonlee. I don't even know what type of Pokemon there are nowadays.
Yeah.
But they're all fighting each other with the hands and everything like that. Ash's like, this is too much for me. And he runs between Mewtwo and Mew, and he turns to stone.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the Pokemon started crying. I ain't gonna hold you. I think I might have cried. I was young. I cried in that scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was an actual movie scene that I cried. I ain't really cried.
If you a black man and you're watching Pokemon and you watch that scene and you cried, that's a perfect time to do so, man. Perfect time to do so. Come on, yo. You're not gonna cry for Ash turning into stone and everybody being like, damn. Like when when people are fighting and then someone gets really hurt and you're like, whoa, hold on, guys, hold on. Let's take a second. I think we're wilding a little bit. We're wilding.
That's funny.
No. Say what?
Any movie scene comes to your mind? Like the anime movie or just movie in general?
Yo, movie. There's as you know, big Marvel fanboy over here. So there's a lot of movie scenes within Marvel itself that are just like that just catch you. You know what I'm saying? Like Of course we got my man Captain America picking up Mjolnir. Being worthy of Mjolnir. That's an intense scene right there. Like Thor's hammer. That's intense.
In Endgame, right?
Yeah, in Endgame. Mm-hmm. That's a top tier scene. But let me pick a scene that I feel like might be weird that I find it so impactful. in Black Panther, when Killmonger kind of throws T'Challa off the waterfall, and like wins, and he's out here saying like, "Is this your king? Is this your king?" And he just like throws him off the waterfall and everything. It's like, although like from like just a general hero perspective, of course I want T'Challa to win. You know, it's like we're also halfway through the movie, so I expect him to survive and everything, right? But as a person that has the experience of Killmonger is closer to my experience and the experience of T'Challa, you know, it's like seeing him kind of go through his main character avenge mode. You know, when you think about it, he's kind of Sasuke. He kind of give out Sasuke energy when he was out here on his journey to get there. You know, you replace that girl that he killed to get the claw with what's her name again? Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like very similar in terms of the vibes they give off. And see him actually like become king. Actually see him be able to like talk with his father again, and you know, of course his father's like, "I miss you, son, but you're wilding right now, like this is not what we talked about." And he's like, "Yo, I'm justified in me wilding right now, like they literally killed you, left me out here in the foster system, like it's not, you know."
It's like Sasuke talking to Itachi.
Yes.
Saying, I will not change. He said, "I will still destroy Konoha." And Itachi's like, "Yo, I love you. I will love you always." That's it.
Yeah. It's like the love, but it's just like being beat down by rage. It's like you can see the love that like Killmonger had for his dad in that scene, but it's also like I'm too angry to just stop and relax. Like it's like I can't. I gotta keep doing what I said I'm gonna do. No, so that's an impactful thing. It's like I felt like more impactful because I'm like Killmonger's experience in life felt more close to what I personally experienced in life versus T'Challa. So I'm like seeing him win and actually make it there is like.
So you're not an African prince that's surrounded by vibranium. That's not that.
You know, I haven't found someone hasn't come up to me and told me I'm a long lost prince yet. No one has told me about the vibranium. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's like I still use Dove body wash. You know, it's not made of vibranium. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know,
it might be made of vibranium. I mean, maybe something pronounced something like that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that thing, Killmonger, man, and also like Killmonger's body type in terms of how he looked in the movie. I aspire to develop a body similar to that. Okay. So I'm like, there's a lot of things about Killmonger's character that I connected a bit more with. Not the genocidal like kind of craziness that he had going on, but everything else, you know, cool.
I do like how he. Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen Black Panther, I do like how he died in the end of the movie. Where he was like, "Oh, it's the sunset. My dad was so beautiful," and I think T'Challa was like,
"We can save you.
We could save you." And he was like, "You know, I forgot the line he said preceding to this, but he was like, "Yo, bury me in the oceans like my ancestors who knew that death was better than cottage." Or
yeah, because I think the scene was like T'Challa was like, "You know, we can save you. Like, you know, we can save your life," and he was like, "Nah." He was like, "Nah." So I could just live the rest of my life in a cage? Nah. Bury me at the sea with the rest of my ancestors who decided to jump off the boat.
This one was hitting different. Like I said, I think I actually paid to see that movie. I was in a movie theater. I heard that line. I didn't go when there was like all the black people going. You ever seen like all the memes with like the people going to Black Panther with the suits and everything?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that was not my cultural experience watching Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When I showed up, I think it was just me, my other black friend, and it was like kind of empty in the theater. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't, there was no Negro spirituals being played or anything like that. But I'd imagine if you know how Endgame had that scene with Mjolnir.
Mm-hmm.
and the whole audience like probably they kind of have like
yeah
audience reactions.
Yeah.
Right. Is that fair?
Yeah. Like when it first happened, I remember being in the theater and I was in iPic. I was like in this pretty fancy, nice theater with my girl. And when that happened, everybody just stood up like, yo, it was crazy. It was a beautiful thing to be there. It's a beautiful thing. Like when I talk to people now about it, they're like, well, of course we knew he was worthy from like Age of Ultron. Like we saw him shift the hammer and everything. And I'm like, but you still stood up and like started jumping around, running around the theater when it happened though. It's like, I mean, yeah, don't I mean me. It's like, it's still hype though. Still hype. So I hope in the future we get more scenes like that from Marvel. It's like, because that one was a scene that was like foreshadowed and built up for years. So it's like for that having that happen, having the feeling of, oh my gosh, like the hint that Captain America would be worthy of Mjolnir, like, it's like having more intense, cool scenes like that like it's literally built expectations over years is just damn. Like I feel like it's hard to do that unless you have the ability to build a huge franchise like Marvel can,
Maybe with Spider-Man, because they got like a third one planned now, right?
Yes.
I feel like there's so much hype when I didn't see Spider-Man. On Far From Home in the theaters. I didn't pay for that ticket. I was just I'm along for the ride. But, when at the end of the movie. When J. Jonah Jameson, the original from Tobey Maguire one,
yeah, that was cool.
I think that has some type of fan service right there. So you've seen Endgame, right? Have you been like involved in Marvel after like post Endgame?
Yeah, I've been watching all of the Disney Plus series. Not sponsored. We not sponsored or nothing. I mean, Disney, if you want to do it though, like, hey, we not.
I love me some Spider-Man. I love me some Marvel.
Yo, Mouse. Yo, Mickey. Come over. We could talk, yo. We could talk. But no, I've been really enjoying the Disney Plus service. You know what I mean? Like all the What If series, all the extra stuff that's been coming out. Recently watched Shang-Chi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. So like that movie was really good. Like I had a conversation with one of our mutual friends where it was like I told her, I was like, yo, I like this movie better than Black Panther. Like I was like, what? It was like because it felt more. I don't know if you saw a lot of the trailers or stuff for it yet, but I highly recommend you take time to watch it however you're going to watch it, but it's just it has so much of an anime vibe. The combat is very, very Jackie Chan-esque. So it's like, yeah, so it's very like acrobatic, very like, there's a stapler here. I'd say less. It's like there's a lot of that in there, but it also has that Marvel superhero-ness. It has some magic to it. It's got some creatures in there that is very anime. So I don't want to talk too much more about it and spoil it and everything, because I really do want you to watch it and everything. But yeah, it's like if you're into anime and you're into Marvel, that movie does quite a lot. That movie does quite a lot.
Where would you place it in, like, I guess top 5 and top 10? Is it in your top 10 of Marvel movies?
It's definitely not in my top 5. Say what?
What's your top 5?
Okay. Number 1, Captain America: Winter Soldier. That movie is just a great standalone movie, period. Not having to be a superhero movie or anything. It's just a great standalone movie, period. That one. Second's gotta be Endgame. It's either between Endgame and Infinity War, but the only thing Infinity War is a great movie. The only thing I didn't like was like how they disrespected Vision, yo. Like Vision. Tell me how, like, yo, can we talk about this real quick? How can you have a character One of his abilities is passing through objects. Get stabbed. Tell me.
Yeah, you never seen Obito get stabbed, unless it was intentional.
And he's a freaking supercomputer. You mean to tell me he didn't calculate? Are you serious?
That's not a good look.
It's not. He's supposed to be like, oh, this is supposed to be what Ultron wanted to turn into. They hyped up Vision so much in Age of Ultron, it didn't make sense for it to treat him like he's just a random Joe on the street. Like, it's like he basically was a random Joe on the street that happened to have the Mind Stone. That's basically how they treated Vision, yo. It was really sad, yo. It was really sad.
When Thanos had Scarlet Witch say her goodbyes, destroy Vision. Thanos watched all that happen and said, dang, that's really emotional.
Yo, he said, I feel your pain, my child. And then he rewrote. Yes, he said, I feel your pain, my child. Walked past her. I'll take that.
When Thanos did that, that's when he became goated to me. He was goated.
Yo, imagine having your whole enemy be like, I feel your pain, my child.
That was probably the best Thanos scene.
Oh yeah, no, Infinity War is Thanos' movie. Like, Thanos was the main character of that movie. Like,
the movie started him boxing up Hulk, right?
Yeah.
He boxed up Hulk, gave him like that 5-piece.
He ran. he ran the numbers against Hulk's face, yo. That's how. Imagine, run the numbers against Hulk's face. Out here just bodying everybody. He's just intelligent with it. But like, one of the things I loved about Thanos' character, that like, I think that scene, I can see why you say he would be goated for that. But in Endgame, when he knew he lost and just decided to sit down, like, he didn't have like a evil monologue. He didn't do all of that. Like, oh no, I'll be back. He didn't do none of that. He was like, he literally did the equivalent of good game. That's good. What do you think he thought of?
Yeah, what do you think he thought in that moment?
Honestly, I think Thanos thought, I can finally rest. Because in Infinity War, he mentioned that, like, you're not the only one burdened by knowledge, to Tony Stark. You know? And based on what we know about Thanos' character, I feel like Thanos really felt like this is what he had to do. Like, he even talked to Gamora in Infinity War, saying, when Gamora was arguing him about, like, why are you doing all this, he says, like, I'm the only one with the strength to do what needs to be done. Like, he truly felt like this is what needs to be done. I would love to see in the future Marvel products, like maybe a couple years down the road, where something is discovered where Thanos was right. Where Thanos was saying like, yeah, like, where someone does the measurements, some scientist from like an alien race or something does the measurements and says like, oh shit, like, Thanos was right. In like 50 years, we're about to use up all our resources and everybody about to die. Like, I would love to see that, because like, Thanos fought really hard because he believed this was the only option. You know, so to me, when he sat down, he was like, well, there's nothing else I can do. Like, he already used the gems. I'm about to be deleted. The burden of trying to save the universe is no longer on me. Let me sit down.
So you wanted like a scene. I think Thanos' character would benefit from a scene with him saying like, if, you know, half the population delete wasn't the only thing that they showed Thanos say.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the scene where Thanos was like thinking of different options he could use with the Infinity Gauntlet. You know how, like, in Dragon Ball Z, that you can make a wish and Shenron says, I can't grant that wish. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's a scene where Thanos was like talking to a spiritual guide. You know, he used one of the stones and it came with a manual and says, oh, you know, these are the things you can do with this stone.
Got you.
I think Thanos' character would benefit from something like that.
Yeah,
For
like
sure.
like if we had a younger version of Thanos that still lived on Titan, basically in his lab or on the whiteboard, drawing out potential things, doing the numbers, doing the math, and saying like, no, I can't. Dang, the answer is with the Infinity Stones. It is with the Infinity Stones, but dang, there's just not enough. The Infinity Stones can't make double the resources for some reason. Like the only other option is this.
Or even, I feel like Marvel would benefit from making a movie about Thanos. You know what I'm saying? I know you said Infinity War was Thanos' movie,
Mm-hmm.
but like some flashback showing him growing up on Titan. You know, like there's Joker,
Mm-hmm.
there is like Suicide Squad, Birds of Prey.
Yeah,
Like,
true.
Seeing more villain-centric movies.
Yeah, yeah.
Even Disney does it. Like Cruella, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And did it a couple other times, like Maleficent, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So Disney does it, so I think Marvel might benefit from doing villain-centered movies.
Yeah, it's even in I'll say in the shows they have now, like in Falcon and Winter Soldier. In that show, you have a couple villains come up that like help out in different ways, and it does show a little bit more even in Shang-Chi, like the villain in Shang-Chi, like his reasons behind what he does is very like believable, very like human. You know, it's like, oh my gosh, like I don't want to spoil it again, but it's like it's very like you can understand why he's doing what he's doing. You know, you can understand it.
Would you say Loki's a villain, or is he like an anti-hero or anti-villain? What would you say? How would you classify Loki? I know Loki got a whole show now. I haven't seen it. I don't got Disney Plus, but you know.
I would say Loki, the character of Loki in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I would say is a villain. He's a villain, but villain in the context of a human's a villain to an ant colony. So it's like Loki is like he tried to rule over Asgard, but he never was like trying to enslave his people. You know, it's like he basically just wanted to do business as usual, but just him on the throne. You know, but when it came to like other races, you know, like other races of people that he like, you know, he perceives himself as a god, and so everyone else is like that's not Asgardian or on that plane, right? It's like Loki perceives himself as a god, but he also sees Thor as a god, so he's not trying to rule Thor. You know, he's like saying like, yeah, you're my brother, I'm gonna be king. You know, it's like, listen to me as your king. You know what I mean? Like, boom. But like when it came to like humans, you know, he's like, y'all are ants. Y'all should be kissing my feet. So Loki's as much as a villain as a human is a villain to an ant colony.
Interesting. Okay, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I indiscriminately stomped out a spider. There's a wasp in my kitchen.
Indiscriminately. You Attack on Titan did.
Yes. And I was thinking while I was doing it, I was like, I have no sympathy for this thing.
Clearly thinking, damn, I didn't feel nothing. Squish.
You being alive in my presence upset me so. Like the audacity of this insect to be around me.
Yo, like that's like I caught, there was a rat in my house the other day, and like caught in a rat trap, right? And that's that New York City thing, you know. We got rats that swim and do backstrokes. We got a lot of stuff. But anyway, caught a rat the other day, and like just had it in a mouse trap and everything. And bro, I can't keep looking at it. If I keep looking at it, I'm like, dang, it's really a creature struggling to survive. So you just gotta throw it away, like really quickly. You just gotta fold it up in that mousetrap, throw it in the trash, and call it a day. That's what you gotta do. If you keep looking at it, I don't feel that way with bugs, because I feel like there's just not enough traits about them that doesn't feel as monstrous. You know what I mean? Like you could look a mouse in the eyes for long enough and be like, damn, this is just a creature trying to survive. What eyes of a bug you looking into? You know what I mean? Like it just,
Yeah, it's too small. I'm so happy bugs can't speak English or human language.
Woo!
Imagine like there's a water bug. I know we were off the rail, but imagine there's like a water bug and it's just like, no, don't. You know, water bug is like a giant roach.
Yeah.
No, don't stop me out. Oh, Joe's apartment. You ever seen Joe's apartment?
Joe's apartment.
My laptop's battery about to die. Let's go plug it in.
Okay. Stay strong, laptop. Stay strong. Not even technical difficulties, just.
We good.
Are you good?
Ever seen Joe's apartment?
No. What's that about? What is it?
You know the song "Lonely"?
Mm-hmm.
I'm lonely. So that song was in Joe's apartment. I'm not sure if that song was made for that movie, but it was in that movie.
Okay.
So Joe's apartment, I believe, takes place in New York City. Joe, I haven't seen the movie in years, but Joe is probably a 20-something or 30-something. He's not rich. He moves to an apartment, and it's infested with roaches.
Yeah.
Not only is it infested with roaches, these roaches sing.
They sing? Oh nah, that's disgusting. Was it cartoon? Was it a cartoon?
It was like a live action.
Nah, son. Nah, I ain't doing it. I'm leaving. I'm walking into the apartment. Did I pay for the lease yet?
I think he paid for the lease. They might have been like they were kind of sentient. Like they were smart. If I remember correctly, they were like smart, singing, funny roaches.
So my man didn't decide to take a tour in the apartment first before signing the lease. Because if I saw that place just roached up, I'm not getting an apartment there. I'm not even getting an apartment in the building. I'm leaving. What are you talking about?
It might be like one or two when he walked in, but I think they might have just been hidden. Like the roaches, they hide. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They might have been like on top of the stand. They might have been hiding behind the cupboard, and he moved in. He got comfortable. They started flipping out, and he might.
Nah.
So his apartment,
I'm breaking the lease. I'm breaking the lease. I'm breaking it.
It kind of is like a Ratatouille before Ratatouille, but with lots and lots of roaches.
Because I'm literally telling you, bros. Like if it's just roaches, right? If it's like a medium-sized number of roaches, right? Then I'm like, all right, we go to war. We'll blast y'all up with some rad roach spray. We'll take care of y'all. We'll get this done in a week. It's over. It's over for y'all. But if it's like a large amount of roaches, I'm breaking my lease. If they're talking, I'm breaking my lease. I'm calling the health department. I'm out of here, yo. Like, I'm not allowing this, yo. I'm not.
They were talking, singing roaches. They were dancing with his pizza.
Touching my food? No. Nah, bro. No.
I think they ruined his date, or because the girl came over. I think he tried to make. By this point.
Wait. The roaches try not to cock block. They were like, nah, don't mind us. Y'all got it.
I haven't seen for years, yeah. So I think he has a love interest in the movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
At this point in the movie, he has a kind of cool relationship with the roaches. He's like, I won't step on y'all. Can y'all just I might leave some pizza out for you every now and then. Can you just, I got a special day coming over. Can you just chill out? Just chill out. Yeah.
When a general is like, we don't negotiate. That's how I'm going to be with roaches. We don't negotiate. It's like, come on.
He's looking at thousands of them. He was in too deep. He realized that. You know what I'm saying? And I guess the roaches could talk to him, and they're probably like, "Yo, y'all give us a bad rap for nothing. We actually, we clean. We're." And he was like, "You know what?
Y'all sanitize yourself? Nah, come on, bro."
You watched Dog the other day? You watched like Charmaine the God?
Yeah.
Yeah, Floyd, ready to the. But anyways, he found the roaches like, I bet. I got a special day coming over. He might not be as cool with you as I am with you, so can you just chill out in the corner somewhere? So the date comes over, and things are going things might be heating up. she might go to the bathroom to like sprucing up, and she checks the medical cabinet. And there's like a whole bunch right there. And
oh, that's disgusting. I can't. Oh no.
I'm assuming this is what happened in the movie. She starts screaming, and the roaches start screaming. So she starts screaming more. She runs outside, and he's like, "No, they're cool. They're cool."
Imagine telling a girl that you bring over to your place, "Oh no, don't mind the roaches. They cool.
I don't even know that happened in the movie, but the way I'm thinking the movie happened, I think it happened like that. But I think he was like, "Yo, they're cool. Don't worry about it." And she understandably freaks out, leaves. And I think that's when they start singing the song "Lonely East Alone." He has nobody. I think that's how it might have happened. But
oh my gosh,
wrong. But Joe's apartment was about singing roaches in like New York City. So
that's crazy, yo. It's funny. I've been reading a webtoon called Jungle Juice, and in Jungle Juice is basically about people buy this poison that's supposed to kill these bugs instantly, but the side effect is whatever bug you decide to kill with it, you fuse with the bug. So it's like you got people that's basically like out here like Spider-Man, right? But it's a little bit like the amount you fuse with the bug may vary, right? It's like you had the main character fused with a dragonfly, and so he just had the dragonfly wings on his back. Everything else looks pretty much human. Then you have people that fuse with like an ant, and they got a whole face of an ant on like a human body. So it's like you get various. You have a person that literally fused with a whole colony of roaches, but all that happened to her is that she got the antennas, and she has really long hair, so she just blends the antennas with her hair, and she just got all the superhuman abilities a roach has, right? So it's like side effects. Maybe you got someone that fused with a cricket or a grasshopper, and so their legs are like grasshopper-like, but the rest of the body is good. So you got different various of fusions and everything. But so far, that one is a pretty good webtoon so far. Like, I've been enjoying it. The power system makes sense because it's all like insects. Loki are like, they're like the superhumans or the super powered beings of the animal kingdom, if they exist. I don't even know if insects are classified in the animal kingdom, but they got the superpowers right there. You got ants that can lift 50 times their own weight. You got spiders able to spin things. You got something called a bombardier beetle that could literally create explosions. It's a lot. They could do a lot of stuff. Insects will be doing a lot.
Imagine an ant colony, and each ant is the size of a bear.
Game over for humanity. I'll tell you that. Game over for humanity.
This is my last favorite scene. Because I'm talking about ants. Meruem.
Hunter.
There's scenes from Meruem that really stood out to me. He sees a kid and her family, wipes them all out, eats them, and by this point he kind of made friends with Kamui. Well, he wasn't friends with Kamui.
Yeah,
he just kept losing to her in that game. And he was like, "Yo, this girl, out of everybody I played, she had this talent of the game, Gumji or something word."
Yeah.
So what was it called?
Yeah, Go. I think. Yeah.
And he was like, "Yo, I have indiscriminately killed so many people. Like that little girl, I ate her head and spat it out. She could have done so much." And his guards look at him like, "You sound kind of emotional, my guy."
Talk about to sound like a vegan, bro. Like, relax with that.
Yeah, what's going on? And then he did those complete 180. He was like, "I can do that because I'm the king, the ruler."
I can sympathize because I'm the king.
He's like, I don't care, And he was like, "I'm gonna go take out Kamugi right now." So he's walking to her door, He got
he breaks down the door too, right? Like he just like
he got the music playing, like yeah. He listens to whatever Christopher Columbus was listening to. He's like, yeah, I'm about to destroy her. You know what? And then the door opens and she's getting attacked by a bird, and he instantly
kills
destroys the bird.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, what's going on? Why didn't you do anything? And then she was like, well, I don't make any noise. It's kind of late. And she was like, he's like, what? What do you mean? She was like, I ain't trying to be a nuisance. And he was like, at the same time, he's saying stuff, but he's thinking things like, yo, what am I saying right now?
Facts. Yeah, yeah.
And then he was like, you're not a nuisance. You're like a special guest. You're special. Know what I'm saying? You're not honoring me. And he's like, yo, what am I saying? And then she says, you are the kindest person to ever talk to me. My son was about to destroy her a second ago.
Yeah.
So that Kamugi scene, all the scenes with him and Kamugi, the progression of that arc is beautiful. I ain't gonna hold you. The final scene with Meru and Kamugi. So my real life brother, that I have a siblings. He was we were watching it with my mom a couple years ago. And
you're watching Hunter x Hunter with your mom?
Yeah, we tried to get her into anime.
That's crazy. My mom would never. Like, why are you wasting your blasted time?
Maybe start on Death Note. I feel like Death Note is like the starter pack for a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm telling you, with my mom, she's like, as soon as she sees anything that looks animated, cartoon, she's like, waste of time. Why are you wasting my time? Yeah.
First episode of Death Note, or like, I feel like Attack on Titan is kind of harsh. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. They'll turn her off completely. They'll turn her off. Yeah.
Death Note is kind of like human-like and everything like that. I think most people could watch Death Note and be like, okay. So the scene in Hunter x Hunter with Kamugi and Meruem, they're playing, and he's like, yo, I got poison. If you continue to stay here, you'll be poisoned too. And she doesn't say anything. She just makes the next move. And he's like, did you not hear me? She's like, my life isn't worthy without you, essentially. I'm not doing the scene justice. If you watch the part. But my brother, he was like, yeah, the scene gets me every time. He's sitting behind me. He's like, yeah, the scene gets me every time. And I was like, what are you talking about? So I turn around and he's bawling.
That's crazy.
I think it was like the first of the year for one of the years.
Yeah.
My brother's bawling right behind me, and then I start crying too.
Yeah, my motto is, if a man cries while watching anime, you know that scene in One Piece where you have Zoro take on all the pain that Luffy was experiencing, and then Zoro's like, nothing happened? That's what it is. When the episode ends, we don't talk about it.
When he's bawling, I start laughing and crying at the same time. Because Luffy and Meru and them died and everything. I think that was the most impactful anime scene. I was in college. You know what I'm saying? I might have been like a junior or senior in college when I rewatched that scene. I rewatched the scene. And I still, it was the first of the year. And that's the first time I cried that year. I said, man, it's like, we just hit home and we're watching that. And
was it that day I was passing by you while walking on campus, and I was like, yo, Liam, are you good? And you're like, yeah, man, I'm good.
So these are some of my favorite scenes in anime and movies and everything like that. It's a conversation. Now, I know we haven't been back like this in a minute, but I think anything else you want to say?
No, I feel good. It feels like there's some shows I wanna. I'm definitely not gonna watch that. With Joe's Apartment? No, I'm not doing that. Like I'm avoiding Joe's Apartment as much as possible. I'm avoiding Joe's whole block, to be real with you.
Yikes.
Like, oh my gosh. But yeah, man, that's it for this episode, guys. We appreciate you guys taking time to follow up with us and watch our content and everything. Let us know what scenes in media, in movies and shows like really speak to you, really clicks with you, that you find super impactful, or you just find super hyper enjoyable. And we'll be in the comments down below interacting with you guys. So yeah, like the video if you liked it. Comment if you have thoughts about it, and of course subscribe if you want to see more. We are the Black Flames.
Okay. Till next time.
Till next time. Peace.